Alright, hanging with the Hegartys, episode 49. Doing something slightly different this week.
Yeah, we're in a forest.
We're in the absolute middle of nowhere, just having a great time.
For 4 days, and we've only just got this amount of fire going.
We've easily been here for, I'd say, an hour and a half.
I'd say an hour and a half too, yeah.
We've got our tablet with us as well. Just if you're listening on the podcast, if you're not watching the video, we are surrounded by trees. We have a heavy flowing river behind us, and we have a little campfire set up as well. So you might be able to hear the odd crackle and stuff. So just to set the tone for you, you can obviously hear the river too.
Does anybody dying to piss themselves now because of the sound of water?
Oh yeah, never thought of that.
We'll give you like generous pee breaks throughout if you need to go to the toilet.
We'll play the intro now. You've literally 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Or just piss where you are. Here we go.
Yo, it's Diona and Sean, back with the podcast and we get it done, am I right? We about to go live with the beat, or be so young, connect your ears, not the big headphones, brand new segment, jokes and drugs. Yeah, you one from there, watch it be illegal in Macaberry. Jones got that, he can't got ya, put the hole you want like that. He's so funny, X-Day running, even get smileys from how they done it. God, jump over your wall like a free fall, make a coffee on E. She was on the B-I-N-D-M and he was on the A-D-D. It's time for the podcast. It's time for the podcast. It's time for the podcast. Oh. It's time for the podcast. It's time for the podcast. It's time for the podcast. Oh.
See, trying to light a fire with wet sticks, it's one of the worst. Although saying that, it's like first world problems.
Aye.
It's definitely not third world problem, because obviously they have heat and stuff, and the sticks will be dry.
It's probably a third world problem as well, trying to light fires in general.
Yeah, but trying to light them in this country in the wet is brutal. That's why we've got a flame about 15-20 times, but it just keeps fading away just
Twice.
with the wet.
We've had a flame twice.
No, we haven't. You've seen a flame twice because you've been off doing stuff. You've been collecting wood and things like that, but
yeah.
We're here anyway. It's good.
But
it's
I feel like
different surroundings.
Do you know whenever if we're in the house and like say I've asked you to do something and like maybe I'm like, oh, you maybe haven't done it the way I want it done, or it's not done quick enough, or it's like, Jesus Christ. I feel like whenever we're in an environment like this, it's like role reversal completely. Like I feel like you ask me to go collect sticks and then you're probably sitting there fucking tutting and shaking your head going, can she not be quicker, or like why is she bringing back wet ones? Or
I will be honest with you, right? There were a few times when I asked you to collect sticks and you came back 5 minutes later with like one stick.
No, I'd have come back with like 4 or 5, but they were like, I'd have found a dry branch and I'd have chopped it up with my bare hands. It's not the environment for me, if I'm being honest. Although this is nice, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we almost could have kept this for episode 50. It's one of those sort of special occasions. I really can't see us doing this again in the near future because of obviously the setup and everything that it's took to actually get it working.
Then I'd said you earlier on, we definitely did like a 27A or something, like an Ophelia extra bonus
possibly.
Pack. So like this probably could be our 50th. Oh well, here we are.
It's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you did suggest bringing food to cook it, and I'm a wee bit raging.
I know. I should have just not listened to you and just took stuff. I really should have. I should have brought stuff to cook, because we have like packs of pasta like tomato pasta and stuff like that we could have cooked here, which would have been it would have been amazing, because you would happily sit here now, because it is what time? It's 3:45 here, and in about 2 hours it's going to start getting really dusky, and I think it would have been real nice to just be here with the fire blazing and just some nice food.
Listening to this water through the earphones is making me need to pee.
Really? Why don't you pee like on camera? I think that would go down really
For
well.
the hits.
Yeah. We've got a few games lined up. We've got them on our phones and stuff this week. We've obviously got
laptops.
We've got the tablet as well. That's going to play all our jingles and stuff for us. But it's nice and warm. I'm really surprised how warm it is, because when we left it was quite miserable and it was like sort of spitting with rain. But then once we've got out here now, it's nothing but blue skies above us.
This is the Paddy's Day weather everyone wanted.
Yeah.
Everyone had to get blocked indoors this year because it was pissing down, wasn't it?
Just didn't happen.
I know.
It's weird too, because Paddy's Day just completely passed us by. It was almost like
I didn't see really anything online. Like I didn't see people dressed up. Like, you know when usually like you see people head to toe and grind pints of Guinness. I didn't really see that either.
I'll be honest with you, right? I came off social media on Friday night. I was like, Saturday morning I woke up and I was like, Joe, you always wake up and you go and you flick on your phone for 5 or 10 minutes, don't you, before you wake up? And I just thought, you know what, I think I'm done with most of social media. I'm done with going on my phone 10 to 15 times a day, checking stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like, unless I'm putting content up, which I'll go on, obviously, on Twitter and stuff to upload this podcast and this share links and stuff. But after that, I think I'll just completely go off it until next week when we have to do it again, because it's not an enjoyable place to be, especially Twitter. I'm getting to the point where I physically hate Twitter. I really do.
You can use it as a place to put things up, but not to go on and get anything from it. Like, you can just use it as a platform to put your stuff up, but yeah, once you're using it as like, fuck, I thought a tree was coming down to me there now. I saw all my 29 3/4 years flash before my eyes. Do you think if you go online to use it to like just look at stuff for no reason, then it's shit, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. I sort of feel like as well, if I come off it, then I have to do other things with my time, do you know, whereas it's even the things where, like, if we're watching a film, I would go to the bathroom and instantly you would just flick on your phone and just start flicking and stuff, and it's
do you
like,
know, I always
just want to stop doing that.
Do you know, like, whenever you're on the toilet and you're watching people's Instagram stories or like a Snapchat or whatever, I always wondered how many people had a shit and watched my story at the same time. Like, that's a genuine thing I've thought about.
I would say 90% of your followers
have had a poo and watched me put up photographs of my cats.
I know. We were a bit disgusted with one of our cats this morning because he caught a bird, and we were looking out in the garden and he was just...
Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm sure I could, yeah.
Put a photograph up here. This is the photograph
Do people want to see that, though?
Willow eating a... I don't give a shit. I'm sure you do. Nature. Pure eating a bird in our backyard. It's pure disgusting, isn't it? It comes in and then you'll lick his face.
But you have to understand too, there's a lot of times you sort of forget that they're
predators.
They're predators. They're like tigers, aren't they? I feel like I need to move this fire. It's just blowing straight at us now.
It's alright, it's gonna move. It'll do its thing.
Do you think so?
But then I know people, well, I've seen people online who would have their dogs as vegetarians and all.
Their dogs?
Aye. I don't really know where I stand on that, because obviously, like, we eat meat the odd time, but most of the time we would try and be vegetarian. But then I wouldn't enforce it on my cat, because I'm like, you're going to go out and do what you're going to do anyway. I suppose you can enforce it on a dog because they don't eat the things that you don't like. They don't go out and hunt, do they?
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, cats are just going to do it regardless, aren't they?
Yeah.
First burp of the podcast.
Not the last.
Not the last.
We watched the Madeleine McCann documentary in a binge fest yesterday. Lost the whole day to it.
This is going to sound like a joke, but when we first went on to Netflix, we couldn't find it. Which was so ironic, but at the same time I had to go on my phone and physically search for it and then save it to my list and then go in through the... If
that is how we felt, imagine the plight of Jerry and Kate McCann.
I know. It's weird though, see, when you start going through it, every episode your mind kind of changes.
It's a roller coaster.
You're like, oh, they definitely, no doubt in my mind, they'd done it.
Yeah.
Like, I met my brother yesterday and we were on
Not for the first time, you've known him a while.
I've known him a while, I've known him most of my life. But I went and met him and we were on like episode 3 or episode 4 and I was like, this is what happened, this is who done it, this is how it happened.
Yeah.
And it's not really spoiling it for anyone who hasn't seen the documentary yet. If you get a chance,
there's nothing new in it.
Nothing at all. But my first opinion, once we had got to maybe episode 3, in my mind it was right.
They've done it.
The parents had accidentally, something had happened and she died either in the middle of the day, early evening, because when the sniffer dogs came in, the sniffer dogs reacted to behind the couch and somewhere like in the like shelves, in like a shelving unit or a walk-in wardrobe almost. And
like you were thinking, oh, she's died, they've rolled her up and hit her.
Yeah.
And then they've like
They've kept her away from
her sleeping in her bed then to look like she was sleeping, and then they've gotten rid of her body weeks later.
And then they've maybe paid someone to come in and take her body in between one of the checks. They were like, maybe leave it a few hours, we'll go have our drinks, the kids will all be fast asleep, and then pay someone to come in, pick up the child. That's probably who people saw carrying her away, was someone who they'd obviously paid off to take the child, and then once everything died down they would hide the body, or maybe the guy hid the body. Well, I suppose he couldn't have hid it instantly because it was found in the boot of the car. The smell or DNA was found in the boot of the car like 3 weeks later, the rental car, wasn't it?
Yeah. But then it's like, as you're saying, every episode then you completely change your opinion.
I know.
The next episode I was like, it was the police officer's done it. And then the next episode you're like, oh, it's just a randomer that hasn't been found yet. And then you're like, it's the journalist. And there's nothing new happens on it. Like that's the thing. But it's good in the sense that everything about the investigation that was ever made public knowledge is in it. So it's almost like you could watch, if you watch it all, then you feel like, oh right, that is it from start to now, from the start to finish, that's everything in it. You don't really watch the other 20 sort of YouTube documentaries that there are on conspiracy theories on it and what people think themselves. It just gives you all the information, which is good because it's so unbiased. Because it starts off and you know, it almost looks like it's swaying towards they done it, and then it looks like it's swaying towards some predator got her, and you know, they're not making you make an opinion on it. They're just giving you all the information.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But what
it's
do
like
you
the staircase.
think?
In the staircase too, it was almost everything was his side of the story, wasn't it, the whole way throughout? But in my opinion, which counts for very little because I'm a stand-up comedian and this is like probably going to be a court case down the line at some stage for somebody. In my opinion, she was genuinely taken. I feel.
I agree.
It's almost catch-22. I feel like I don't want to have too much sympathy for the parents in the 1% chance that something that they have done has caused her death. So I don't want to feel sympathy towards them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it comes out that they genuinely had nothing to do with it, you'll obviously kick yourself and you'll hate yourself that you even made them out to even a few friends that they were horrible people when they were just grieving. And as well, no one knows how they would react if they lost a child or if this happened to them. So everybody analysing their body language, you can't really do that unless you've been in that situation, you know, or you can't really have a valid opinion. I think your body language would account for nothing then, because your body wouldn't be running normally. Everything would be like, you would be fucking up to high dough. Do you know what I mean? Let me stoke the fire here, keep talking.
I think that she was taken, do you know what I mean? Like somebody actually took her from that apartment, and it was like there was known like paedophile rings happening in the area at the time in Pride of Luge and throughout Europe. So I think she was taken, sold on to a paedophile ring, and she's probably underground in some fucking cell being held, and that's it. And or else as well, I don't think that she was killed, because a lot of people were going, oh, she was killed because there was too much publicity, like you would get rid of her if you had her. But then the extent of the search, you'd find a body.
You really would, wouldn't you? Especially with the amount of intelligence that the police have.
Yeah.
You really would expect to find a body.
I know. So I don't think the parents done it, but it's mad because for a long time I did think they'd done it too, and now you feel so bad. Thank
fuck we pressed record in this. I forgot to. Did you press record? Jesus Christ, I thought we were just speaking into an open mic there just for a second. Oh, thank God. But yeah, there was something. This is something I don't know if I've said this yet on any of the podcasts, but I've said to you at least 1,000 times.
Yes, Sean, I will marry you.
Every child, the day they're born, should have something put inside them that...
Oh, that sounds wrong. Do you mean they need chipped?
I was going to do that's what she said, but that would be very inappropriate.
Wrong.
I know. They need something, almost something that goes into their blood system so that it's there forever. And the more it sort of interacts with blood, it just travels the whole way around your system, so that it's constantly inside you. But it's because then someone could find something and cut it out. Do you know what I mean? I think everybody,
in your brain?
And it should only be able to be accessed by the parents or your next of kin or whatever it may be up until the age of 18, and then at the age of 18
you have a choice to get it out.
It gets destroyed or something happens, or you know, it's. But in extreme circumstances, how many people would that, like thousands of kids go missing every year?
I would 100% chip my kids.
Yeah,
no
of
bother.
Course. It's a parent's worst nightmare. I could not even begin to imagine what it would be like if one of my kids went missing. I'd be suicidal, honestly.
Crazy, like.
It would be, it's gut-wrenching to think about it. It really is.
And then you see the torment that the McCanns have been put through by the police and by the public.
And even by the paparazzi as well, and by the media in this country, because they were just constantly followed for months and months and months, even going to church and even, you know, but you just have no idea what the family are going through, or what, you know, even the extended family as well, and so many people. I don't know. I feel like if at the small possibility that someone else had something to do with it, it would be away from their group of friends that they all had dinner and stuff with or went on holidays with. I feel like they have nothing to do with it.
I don't think they know anything.
If anything has happened, it's either one of the parents and the other parent doesn't even know, or both the parents know something.
Just because we're talking about shows we've watched too, we recently watched The Afterlife. Did you enjoy Afterlife? We never really talked about it.
Oh yeah. It was absolutely brilliant.
It.
Yeah, it was so good. It was one of those ones you just don't want to end.
It's again Ricky Gervais just pure changing the face of TV, because whenever he did The Office, obviously he changed that genre of that mockumentary thing that was his. But also, this is no one has ever literally it's so honest.
Yeah.
It is exactly how people are. There's that show. Do you remember the show? You never watched it, but it was called 13 Reasons Why, or fucking something like that. So many.
Yeah, I think that's
and it was with this girl who had died by suicide, and she had then left all these tapes and stuff to sort of lead people to an answer as to why she'd done it. But it was so fucking glamorized, and all the kids in it were gorgeous, and everyone was it was just, and it was almost as if she became so famous as well after she died. It was almost as if hey kids, if you kill yourself, look how fucking famous you'll get in your really cool high school. Do you know what I mean? And we'll make a TV show about it. It was just a wee bit bizarre. But with Ricky Gervais's Afterlife, I was hey, not that it was anything to do with suicide, but no, well, it was. I mean, he felt suicidal the whole show. And even by the end of it, he didn't even go he was still a miserable old bastard, but just surviving. Because the cop out of that would have been, by the end of it, to just be oh, actually, life's great. Look how fucking brilliant life is. I'm fine. We'll all be fine. He wasn't. By the end of it, he was I'm still miserable. I'm still depressed, but I'm gonna keep on.
Yeah.
And hilarious at the same time. My favourite thing was whenever... If anyone hasn't seen it, I'm just gonna... It's not a spoiler.
Let me sort the fire out again, then you just keep talking.
It's just a line in it. When he's walking past the kids' school.
Yeah.
And the kid goes... there's a wee child goes to him, pedo, and he's all, what do you call me? And he's you're a pedo, and he goes, I'm not a pedo, and if I was, you'd be safe, you tubby little ginger cunt. I was that is brilliant. What a lie, but there's so many things in it. That's why it's so honest. Do you know, everything in it is exactly how people talk, it's how people behave.
And one thing I love about it too is that with the BBC you don't get that much freedom, whereas I feel with Netflix you get to do 99% certain that you could do whatever you want.
I think it's more that Ricky Gervais has complete artistic control over all of his work, and he will go, nah, if I can't say cunt 15 times an episode, then don't take it, because people say cunt 15 times a day. Do you know what I mean? It's just a sound. I hate when people are offended by it. I hate it because it's just a sound, the same way as tapas or dandelion. That's so weird. I said dandelion on the podcast last week.
Did you?
When I was all amazing. Let me have a go on the scooter. I feel like a dandelion when I'm on the scooter.
That's what we didn't prepare this week, accent wars. But then saying that, we didn't have it in our arsenal of what we've prepared. Do you know what I mean?
Fair ass. For you to use the word arsenal.
Cheers. And not in that way as well.
And not in the football sense.
Not in the football sense. Will we get into a little game?
Yeah.
We've got all these just
Maisie, please,
loads of gadgets in front of us.
Scooter.
Right, let me know what we're going to play.
We'll play next line of a song. Is it?
I don't have the jingle for it. Why did I not pack? I don't have the jingle for it.
Is it not the wee guy with the? Is it a circus? I know you're using a circus, but you can let me know what the next line of the song is.
I think so, yeah, but yeah, we don't have a jingle for it.
I'll do the music and you do it.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I know you're in the middle of the circus, but can you tell me what the next line of the song is? Thank you. Something like that. Okay, so this week we have themed it 90s R&B. You chose this one.
Which is, do you remember 90s R&B? It was always really sexual, wasn't it? It was always I'm nothing wrong.
I know.
Oh no, that's a R. Kelly. Wash my mouth out.
So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So I'm going to sing a line. Oh no, say a line, not sing it. Sing it if you need some help. I'll sing it if you need some help.
That's what she said.
Michael Scott's out with us, recording that episode, Survivor Man, do you remember?
Aye. Right, first one. Although we've come to the end of the road. Although we've come to the end of the road. Next line. And I can't let go, 'cause I need someone, like I've lost someone. Yeah, I need someone.
I don't know.
You did get it right, going and still I can't let go, but it's a natural. You belong to me. I'll give you it, but you shouldn't be getting that.
That's what she said.
You shouldn't be getting it, really. Like, but I'll give it to you. Name the group.
Boys to Men.
Hello.
Me and my brothers. Growing up.
What?
Me and my brothers growing up.
Oh my.
Boys to Men.
I made to say what? And I says pa. Like I'm French.
I think you meant to say pardon and then what was it? And
Yeah,
you
when
just
pa.
put the two together.
Right, go on ahead. You go now.
All right.
90s R&B.
That's what she said.
Okay. Shorty get down. Good lord. Baby got him up. Open all over town. Strictly biz. She don't play around.
Can you sing it? Is it a rap?
There's a rap in that song, but that part isn't a rap.
Right, was there a rap in all 90s R&B songs?
Shorty get down, good lord, baby got him open all over town. Strictly biz, she don't play around.
I don't know the line.
Cover much ground, got game by the pound.
Would you have known that line?
No, but it's not my game.
Yeah, but I've chosen ones that I would have known, then thinking you would know them. That's fucking cheating. I've got like a thing on me!
There you go, your turn.
It's like a worm or a maggot or something.
That's alright.
I'm turned.
Right, next one.
Right.
Oh, it's a nice fire now. That's a class fire.
I'm singing a different song in my head.
Joe, we'll do, just before you do that, let's make while the fire's pumping, let's
make like
do the screen
people
grab.
on Paddy's Day and get lit.
Let's do the screen grab for what the podcast is going to be. Do you like the cover photo of it?
Yeah.
So, what do we do? There we go.
That's
nice.
I
I
laugh.
like the fire like that.
Hear us laughing, but we normally don't say it enough. Oh, shite though.
Ah, right.
Right. So I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. Oh, I've got it in my head now.
Is that it? Just one line you give me before?
I'm sorry that you seem to be confused.
It's too hard to see the boy is mine.
By who?
By someone who I beat to Shazam Christmas #1 when
Brandy!
the remix came out. Brandy and Monica. Yeah.
So it's He Belongs to Me, the boys' man. I'll give it to you anyway. I'll give it to you because I'm good like that. Wouldn't see why.
Remix.
Wouldn't see why. Go on ahead.
My second one. Here we go. This is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do.
This is what you do. Is that right?
Yeah. That is Usher, You Make Me Wanna.
Sing that part of that song.
I don't know it.
That's the
For all I know, he talks it. I just googled it.
I hate when people talking songs.
I know.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he sings it.
My last one is, if you're horny, let's do it.
That's what she said.
That's it. That one line. Fuck's sake! You need to make it more than that. You need to give me 3 lines and then I finish the 4th.
All right. If you're horny, let's do it. Write it.
Cowboy.
If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it. My pony. Genuine?
Never heard. No.
No way.
I know who Genuine is, but I couldn't tell you any of his songs.
That's a great song. You didn't get that. Fair play to you. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me for not getting
Fair
that.
play to me.
Alright, last one. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he had found my letters and read each one out loud.
Can you sing it?
Yeah. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he had found my letters and read each one out loud.
And then he sang a good song.
Stranger to my mind, strumming my pain with his fingers.
I didn't think I got it. I didn't think I got it right.
I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he'd find my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on.
Strong in my pain. But I give you it, and all you had to like for the boys now.
Unlucky.
I nearly went myself.
Oh, there we
really
go.
fair.
That was enjoyable. I like that.
90s R&B is so sleazy.
So sexy.
But it's like, do you know the way it's just guys grinding the ground. That's what she
That's
said.
what she said.
Try and be quicker, otherwise.
That's what she said.
It's hard to touch it, to be honest.
That's what she said.
It's hard to touch it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm juggling different things here. Oh, there's a little bird.
If anybody has any suggestions of what genre we should do for the next line of the song, let us know. Write it in the comments below. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've done like country and we've done girl bands, we've done boy bands, we've done 90s R&B.
We haven't been taking note of them is the only thing though. All we have to go on is just your
Memory.
memory.
Because we're fucked if we go on yours.
Yeah, pretty much. What are we doing here anyway?
What do you mean?
Memory joke.
Alright.
Right. What I want to do next, right,
That's what she said.
is I've prepared a little quiz for you, and we are going to test your true or false skills. Right.
What does that mean?
I'm going to give
Like
you
my detection of what's a lie and what's true?
just
Shut the fuck up.
simple, straightforward as it is, just true or false, right?
Aye, cool.
So I've devised this myself, so fingers crossed it goes down well. I'm really, really proud of it, to be honest. So this is the true or false quiz. True or false? True or false? I've no jingle for it. Right, here we go. So first one, Natasha Bedingfield is lazier than Lisa Stansfield. Think about it.
Yeah, she is, because she's in her bed and Lisa's standing.
False. Press the wrong one. False. Natasha Bedingfield is actually lazier. She only has 3 albums. Lisa has 8. So she's lazier. So that's 1 wrong so far.
Fair pity.
Second one. Indiana Jones is actually a porn film.
Yes. Watched it twice.
1 right, 1 wrong. Number 3. Wretch 32 got the nickname because it takes him 32 wretches before he's able to throw up.
Before he's able to do a good boke. Nope. It's
That is
true.
actually true. That is how he got his name. So you've got 1 out of 3. Will you try and keep note here of the...
Yeah, I've got 1 right. I'll keep my finger up for the amount of ones I get right.
Okay, number 4. There's a prequel to the movie The Room coming out soon called Boom Shake Shake Shake. That is actually true.
It's true, is it?
Unlucky. How many have you got? 1 still out of 4. Number 5.
These are the many I got wrong in this hand.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't go past 5 because I'll run out of fingers.
Number 5. Faith Hill is a mountain in Lourdes.
True. Ew!
False. It's a hill.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Faith Hill. Number 6. Ant and Dec used to be a threesome called Adam, Ant and Dec, but they had to let Adam go because people bought tickets to their shows thinking actual Adam Ant was going to be there.
Who's Adamant?
He's a singer.
Was he adamant to be a singer? Ew!
Well done.
I
think
can't
that's how he
remember
got
the
his name, though.
question, so I'm just going to say false.
Ant and Dec used to be a threesome called Adam, Ant and Dec, but they had to let Adam go because
True.
people bought tickets to their shows thinking actual Adam Ant was going to be there. Correct, David. Number 7? 6? 7?
We've done 7, we're on number 8.
Okay, number 8. There's a movie coming out later this year about Frankie Valli. True or false?
True.
False. It's a TV show. There's going to be 4 seasons.
Ah, very good. So it's 6 wrong. I ran out of fingers. I'll maybe put this one over here with these guys.
Okay. Do you know what? I think we're on number 8. So I don't know what.
So I maybe only have 5 wrong again if I want to
Yeah,
get you
yeah.
right. So I can put my pinky back.
All right. Gullible is spelled Gullaball. True or false?
False.
It's actually true.
No, it's not. Trick question.
Number 9.
I get that right.
The Pet Shop Boys used to be vets.
Yes. These are
False. They ran a pet shop. Unlucky, Diona. And last but not least, local newspaper, the Liverpool Echo, used to be called the Liverpool Echo, but they changed it to just Echo when no one got the joke.
Yes.
True,
I'm
true,
being
true. Well done.
choked out here.
So at the end
4
of that
right, 6
quiz,
wrong.
4 right, 6 wrong. You have to do a forfeit, take everything off, jump in the river. There we go.
Forfeit.
Do you want to do a forfeit?
I just did one. But I've done 2 now.
Do you want to actually stoke the fire up as your punishment?
Yeah.
Even though it's not really a punishment.
I don't really know how to stoke the fire up. Just poke it.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Just see, there's like loads of sticks and stuff to the left hand side. Yeah, just throw them all in, and then if you could add another few as well, but sort of stack them like a pyramid. If you put them flat, then the air doesn't get at them. It's getting less fiery. Diona has reported. Right, come you back here and take over, and I'll do it. Don't blow it.
That's what she said.
You have to if you're going to blow it, you have to get in really, really close.
That's what she said.
Do-
You do that.
Right, you take over here.
Yep.
You be on the wheel of steel. I'm going to get a drink before I stoke it up.
Aye. Be quick stoking it up now.
I'll do my best. This is nice, isn't it? I like it out here. It's very nice. Hopefully people are listening. Either they're lying in bed, maybe they're on the train on the way to work,
Yeah.
and they're just on their way, just going, I wish I was out there. It seems pretty cool.
They're probably not.
Joe, we should do sometime, right? See, when the weather gets warmer in the summer,
Yeah.
we should 100% come out somewhere like this and do a podcast and invite people to come with us. Fans of the podcast. How class would that be?
Yeah, but we should probably just try and not trespass the next time.
This is my backyard.
I live in your house. Our house. We live in the same house. But then at Sean's, while you're fixing that, I just want to let everyone know that my Lidl ad is out now that I talked about last week, and yes, I am wearing my pyjamas in it. I think I'd said in the podcast before, you're completely covering me, you wanker. I know you're covering me with this smoke.
Yeah, that's what she said, wasn't it?
It's too late. That's what she said. So the Lidl ad that I did is now out, and I am actually wearing my pyjamas on it. I'm wearing like a wee peach top and a pair of leggings. That's my actual pyjamas. It said in a podcast a few weeks ago that the producer had contacted me and was like, do you have anything you could wear? Like they didn't hire a costume department. And so I'd send her a few photographs of coats that she wanted me to send her, and I'm wearing my pyjamas underneath the coat just because I hadn't gotten dressed yet that day. She was like, yes, bring the grey leggings and the peach top, and they're 100% my pyjamas. So I'm just in pyjamas in the ad. Holes, stains all over them. Pieces of shit hanging off them.
Why?
I don't think much fire was added to that.
I know, but you have to give it time as well. That'll build up now. It should hopefully be quite nice towards the end of the
So
podcast.
everybody
Fuck, it's
should
like
do me a
snowing.
favour and tweet at Lidl Northern Ireland and ask them to give me free groceries for life. Thank you.
Yeah, that'll be nice. You definitely do that.
Yeah. Their Prosecco is actually nice and it's dead cheap. It's like $5.65.
Instead of what?
I
It's
mean,
usually like $6.50 somewhere other
Well,
places.
the cheap one is, but you could pay anything up to £20-30.
We actually had a bottle of, I'm going to say Moe. Is that right? Or is
Yeah.
it Moat?
Moe and Shandon.
We had a bottle of Moe the other night.
Stinking!
It was pretty rough.
It was not a nice
It's
one.
like pink in colour as well.
We got a pink one.
Oh, really?
Well, we do two trust one lie.
We can
We've
indeed.
also themed it this week, so we're doing a school theme.
I feel like we're so far away from the camera that we're using to film this for Facebook Premiere. If you're listening to the podcast, by the way, you can download, you can go on and watch our videos. You can watch the video versions on Facebook Premiere.
Yeah.
Just go to Sean Hegarty Comedian on Facebook. Make sure you like the page and smash that subscribe button, guys.
So two trust
Fucking
one
hate
lie.
that. Right.
Do you want me to go first then? So
Yeah.
my classmate got me in trouble in school by touting that I had said the teacher had a fat ass.
Okay.
I used to sell essays for a tenner to classmates, and I let off a fire extinguisher all over my history classroom.
Ooh.
First one is about getting in trouble because I said the teacher had a fat ass and someone touted on me. Another one was selling essays to all our classmates for a tenner, and then the last one was that I let off a fire extinguisher all over my history classroom.
Okay. I feel like no one could. Well, in school, people could be that nasty by reporting you to the teacher because you says they're a fat ass. But then it's also nasty that you would even say that as well. So I'm going to say that one is true. The next one, what was the second one?
Right.
I know.
I sold essays to people for a tenner. I think I'm just behind a big puff of fucking smoke here. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be...
Fucking in hospital with smoke inhalation. Oh, my eyes are actually starting to burn. Right, let's just fucking save time here. Number 3 is a Billy bullshitter.
No, I did let off a fire extinguisher in my history classroom. Like,
Did you? What was it like?
a couple of us thought it
I
brilliant.
would love to set off a fire
Really
extinguisher.
brilliant.
But then what's the aftermath? What is it just
It's all
like...
foam.
But then does it die down into nothing? Like as if you're a referee putting
Yeah.
out a wee line for a
It dies down.
free kick? It
'Cause
dies
it
down
becomes
to
like
nothing?
water, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
But it's... I think so, yeah. Don't remember cleaning it up, like, so I imagine it does.
And then what was the other one?
Selling essays for a tenner, I didn't do that. Would have charged way more for my calibre of essays. First one was I got in trouble by saying the teacher's ass was fat, and then a wee girl sitting beside me told my teacher. Now this happened in P3,
Okay.
and we were sitting like a seared our desk, and the teacher was bent over here at a desk there, so her arse was right here.
That's what she said.
And I was holding another girl in my class called Evelyn. I saw, or was it Nikita? I don't know. I saw she's got a fat ass, doesn't she? And then the fire looks brilliant.
Doesn't
And
it?
then she touted to the teacher, going, Diona says you have a fat ass. And I'll tell you something why I was absolutely devastated that day. Is because in our school, up until I was in P4, you only had to wear the top half of your uniform, bottom half butt naked. No, the bottom half you could put on jeans or whatever you want and just like
Right,
do it
okay.
out. So but I was wearing my big brother's old jeans that didn't fit him anymore, a pair of black jeans. And I had seen on Sabrina the Teenage Witch that she had lucky jeans. So I just decided that these were now going to be my lucky jeans. First day I'd ever worn them, but these were going to be my lucky jeans. And that was the day that she touted on me to the teacher, and I was cursing the fucking jeans whilst I was stood out in the corner. It was the jeans' fault.
What a nightmare.
So
That's awful.
basically, I didn't sell essays.
Not the wee Mexican sort of gang people. Are they called essays?
Are they?
ASA.
Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it? Essay.
Hey, essay.
Gringo.
Donald Trump will build a wall, essay.
That sounds like the wee toad that we had for the other one. Right, what's your 2 twist one, right?
Okay, number 1. I once got suspended after an argument with a teacher's assistant. Bit of cursing and effing and jeffing, right?
I don't think that's you.
Oh, God bless you. I once got kicked up the ass by a girl and started crying in agony.
100% you. It happened us 3 weeks ago.
It was you. And last but not least, I once got threatened by a bus driver.
I would say you probably did get threatened by a bus driver too. I would say sometimes you get yourself in a situation of miscommunication. First one's a lie. Ah, did I get it right?
Yeah, well done. First one is a lie. I would never have got suspended in school.
You would
It's-
never
it's
have had
just
an
not me.
argument with the classroom assistant as well.
I know.
That
To be
was
honest,
quick.
I couldn't think of a third one. I was like, I wonder should I throw in a wee suspension, and I thought like, do you know what? I almost didn't care. It was
Why
just,
did a bus driver threaten you?
me and my mate got on the bus, and he looked at our bus passes, and he was like, "Where's the name of this road?" And I goes, "That's where we live." And he literally grabbed me by the scruff, and he pulled me down. He goes, "Listen, dickhead, I've had wee shits like you all day. I've had enough of it, right? Don't give me any shit." And I just froze in pure shock, and I got off. But with the way I said it, he said it 100 times more aggressively, like this big,
But
scary
did
man.
all you say was that's where we live?
That's all I said, and he thought I was just being a
Being
smart ass,
sarcastic.
and he must have had a bad day, and he just took it all out of me. And he literally, like, I was just standing by my mate, and he just pulled me down by the steering wheel, like, and threatened me with his other hand in my face, and it was just like, I just shit myself, and I went off the bus, and the teacher came on, and like the teacher seen me go off the bus, and I started crying. I think it was like 5th year or something. No, it was first year. I'm
Jesus.
joking. No, it was first year. And then the teacher came on the bus, and he was all, "Listen, mate, what's going on here?" He just told me, "You've just grabbed him by the scruff of the neck," and he was all, "Listen, mate, you know how it is. I've had a hard day." And in the end, the teacher was all, "Listen, don't worry about it. Go on the bus there and go home." So we got on the bus and went home. And when I got off the bus and told my mum like followed the bus all the way around, like this big fucking 4-mile loop, and then pulled the bus driver in the side of the road and sort of like shouted the head off him.
No way.
Yeah,
See, he'd
No
have been
claim, though.
fired if he'd done that now.
dirty bastard.
But he didn't really threaten you, did he? Like, he didn't go and gonna punch you.
No, but I was fucking 11 years old, do you know what I mean? He really, really scared the shit out of me.
And what was the other one?
A girl kicked me up the ass, like hardcore.
Did you cry
Big
in as
toe
well?
and clean up my hole, and I just cried my eyes
Did you
out.
have to
I think
do
I was
it-
first year as
Do you know
well.
the way you have to go like, like you get winded?
No, it was just severe pain. Just
Hmm.
it almost winded me. That's how hard of a kick it was. She was a big gorilla of a man.
I remember getting kicked up the hole one time as a win, but they like kicked me up the hole, but they kicked my back hole and my front hole at the same time with their foot, and I was all, and I couldn't breathe. It was all like, it was terrible. But you're one of those ones with the foot just gets you right up the both
Yeah.
hips.
Brittle. It's really severe pain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it was a good game. You win that one.
Do
Fair play
you?
to you. Yeah, you
Right,
won. You won.
we're on 40 minutes. Let's do Rim 101, few gigs, and then head on.
Uh,
Bye bye, driver. Still the best video on the internet.
Big
Bye
time.
bye.
It's time for room 101. Yeah, it's time for room 101. Yeah. It's time for room 101 on the podcast. Yeah, it's time for room 101. Yeah.
I think this might be the last week we do Room 101 because it's very negative, do you know what I mean? And I don't like being too negative on the podcast. I would rather keep everything positive and keep people tuning in to go,
We
you
could
just want to let go and enjoy
Room
yourself.
101 into Room 101.
You should have said that after we both submitted to, because we've both...
Never gonna do ones.
Yeah.
Shit. Take it back out of Room 101 and we'll put it back in afterwards.
Just do Room 102 and put things in like a good room every week.
Oh wow.
Positive spin on it. Room
Let's
102.
do Room 102 for next week.
It's time for Room 102.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so what's your Room 101 for the last time?
Madeleine McCann documentaries.
Is it really? No, it's not.
No. But that would be a good one
That
because
would.
there is far too many Madeleine McCann documentaries and they all say the same thing.
I know.
But the act of personifying a car and calling it her or she.
You win.
Yeah,
I fucking hate that.
yeah.
I really,
she runs
really
on
hate that.
diesel, but
Aye.
she's
How old is
she's
she? Oh, she's good 12 years,
no,
boy.
she's good to me. Her, she is good
Life
to
in
me.
her yet. Life in her yet. Aye,
Me and
fuck,
her
I
have
hate
seen
that.
some tricks in her time. Fuck off.
I hate that. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I despise that. Mine is consolation, second prize. People that call weekday evenings a school night. I hate that as well.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Weekday evenings, yeah.
Well done, you win that one.
That mine is a good one, isn't it?
That was a really good one. Fair play to you.
Or do you know what as well too? I hate when people go yesterday night and you're all last night.
Yeah.
People go yesterday evening, last night.
Yeah. Or how old's your child? 18 months?
Yeah,
No, he's a year and a half.
Yeah, no, it's all. I can forgive it, sort of. But when people get into the 20s and they start doing like 26 months, your child is over 2.
Yeah.
Also, once it gets over 2, you should stop talking about the months. You know, when it's 2, it's
Yeah.
3. When I don't go to people, I'm 29 and 11 months. You don't do that.
Or you don't say I'm 412 months.
Yeah, but you
Which
also
would be a good thing to do. Like, do you know what I mean? It gets people thinking in denominations of 12. Do you know, like doing their 12 times tables?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, 12 times.
that's the only time it'll never come in handy. That or if you've got 12 kids and you're dividing a packet of Opal Fritz between them.
It's one each, isn't it? And then you keep
I
the
don't
rest.
even know, is there more than 10 in a packet of Opal
Probably
Fritz?
not. Probably not.
Starburst, is there?
We have some gigs coming up as well. We do the wee gigs in the middle of the woods, will we? And then we'll get the F out of here. Yep.
Gigs!
Why did we not bring food?
I
I'm
know, no, I
starving
am.
now.
Like, I'd love to
and
eat
I
some.
told you as well. You were like, we've just eaten, and I'm like, but you're talking about 3-4 hours away.
Oopsies, divorce me. This Friday night, which is the 22nd.
Second, third, 21st.
This Friday.
This Friday,
22nd.
22nd.
Of March. I'm doing a gig for Hobby Whores, it's called. It's
Oh.
a thing in the Oh Yeah Centre. And do you know what? It actually sounds brilliant. I actually think it might be sold out. It's probably pointless advertising it.
Yeah.
But I think you buy a ticket and it's like it's on once a month. And like 100 plus women sort of get together and learn new skills. Like whilst getting blocked. Like they sort of, like, I think they do stuff like archery, or they write pornos, or they...
What?
Yeah, or else, like, I don't mean pornos, I mean like dirty novels. Or they would learn how to knit things, or they would learn how to like step dance, or stage combat, or pottery, just random shit. So I'm performing stand-up comedy, that, and then do like a wee Q&A about life and the arts afterwards. That's it. Do you want to do you just left? Do your gigs, and then you fucking turn us on.
I'm trying to keep the fire going.
Okay.
3rd of April, we're both doing Lavery's Comedy Club.
Jesus Christ.
And was that too close, was it?
Shouting?
I know, because I don't have headphones on, so
You're
I'm
still
a bit...
shouting? Yeah,
We'll do that.
We'll
What do you call the GSDR or something? It's like... Do you ever hear it when girls...
3rd of April,
3rd of April, both doing April's. We're both doing Lavery's. 19th of April, we're both doing the Braid
Ballymena.
in Ballymena. And 13th of September, as always, Armagh Marketplace. Get your tickets now. Google Armagh Marketplace. Sean Hegarty, that's my solo show. You're going to support me if you're not working.
I always support you.
I know, but if you're not working. Yeah, so that's about it.
All right.
We sign off. Do you know what we should do? We should sign off Facebook Premiere and encourage people to go on to the podcast, and we'll do an extra 10 or 15 minutes on the podcast. We'll be doing
not today, but
not today.
no, not today. We'll do it. We'll do it another time now, right?
Cheers for tuning in. This
Love
is
you.
the
Bye.
married equivalent of Ant and Deck here, signing out. Up a hoods.
Adam Hunt and Dick.